Whoa. To the moon. Maiden flight moonshot. Hey guys, look what I got. That's right, I got the brand new Durafly Tundra TPX. This box does not look very dressed up, but I have a feeling what's going on inside the box is. Coming up next, we're going to take a peek inside the box. This is a look inside the box. We're going to do a nice slow pan here. Awesome. This looks very interesting. For those of you who might be wondering, this is the battery. These are the Tundra tires for this machine. It's a top wing back there. Of course, this is the fuselage. Very cool. All right, here's what this thing looks like fully assembled. And if you're watching this video for an assembly video, I apologize. I will link John VHRC's assembly. I know he did a good job on that. He helped me with this as well. I've never installed or assembled a plane like this before, but I'm going to show you a few things the other folks probably won't. The first thing I'm going to show you is a nice up-close shot of where those panels go. When you open the box and you're not sure where they go, that's where one of them goes. Goes on both sides. Here's where the other ones go, and of course it goes on both sides. You want to make sure to line them up correctly here with the panel lines. And this is just a cool looking plane. Not my typical style of plane if I'm being honest, but I'm looking forward to flying this a lot more than I thought I would be. It wouldn't be a Tundra without nice big Tundra tires. And the good news about these tires, I think that I'll be able to fly this off pretty much any terrain. This is where I chose to mount my receiver. And as time goes along, I'll probably figure out a way to make this fit a little tighter. But for now, I just want to fly the darn thing. Here's a look at the prop and the motor. High performance 4S setup here. That's the ESC. And you can slide it in there so it's just a tiny bit is peeking out on either side. Of course, you got the nice Durafly logo. You've got the window and everything there. That is where the battery plugs in, of course. And the CG is right about in here. There are two different battery options that I'm going to show you coming up next. Here are the two options that HobbyKing suggests for this RC plane. The top one is a high voltage pack. Both are 4S. And I did some bench testing with this off camera. The one on the bottom, that's not high voltage, and it had a lot of thrust. So I'm thinking it's going to be a lot of fun with either battery. And I'll have links to both battery options in the description. I am holding on to a safe part of the fuse to hold on to here. We're going to give it a little thrust and see how things play out. That's 50% throttle, and it was tugging really hard. Very cool. Right now I've got a good look at the throws. These are my full rates. I do have some lower rates that are a little less crazy, but these are 85% on my Spectrum radio, and the throws are still absolutely insane. I'm whacking the bed, and my rudder's whacking the sides of the elevator. So I need to probably reduce the throws on everything on high rates, but you know what? What the heck? I will measure them before I put this in the air, but for right now on the bench, this is just too much fun. Now we're going to jump into the pros and cons. As far as the pros go, this is a unique way to enjoy a Tundra. Very unique style for this style of 3D plane, profile plane, whatever you want to call it. It's constructed of durable EPP foam. The power system is 4S and it runs on inexpensive batteries. The throws are crazy wild out of the box for 3D flying. It has really fun, big Tundra tires. And it appears to be a nice stepping stone from traditional RC flight to a more 3D type plane. I think that's pretty dang cool because I am in that category. Now I do have the Avios NG 3D plane, which is nice, but it's a big plane and it takes a lot to fit in my car. It does fit, but this is going to be a nice drop in the car. Fly a little bit after work, no problem. Light's not going to matter quite that much because I can keep it in close to me if I develop some 3D flying skills anyway. I really look forward to flying this thing. As far as the cons go, the assembly can be a little intimidating for someone used to a traditional plug and play RC foam plane. But with all that being said, it looks pretty dang cool and should be a lot of fun. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check the links in the description. And GBLynden out.